this, we are dealing with a topic called, quickly we will come to our present topic. I hope, again, please online students, if you are facing any difficulty, you can always tell us because your visibility helps us in knowing. Let us get going with this. We are dealing with a topic called ethical governance, probity, and those kind of concepts. Ethical governance refers to the system of rules, practices, and processes by which business organizations and government conduct themselves in a manner that is honest, responsible, and respectful of all stakeholders involved. It is about making decisions that not only aim for success or profitability, but also consider the welfare of employees, communities, the environment, and society at large. So when we say that, as we have been discussing, you will be part of the government and you will have to adopt those processes which are part of the ethical governance. And we will have to know, so it is about making decisions that not only aim, please write it down, the second one, decisions that not only aim for success or profitability. When you are in government, you are not only concerned about success, or you are not concerned about the success and the success or profitability. That is not a very important item. When ethical governance refers to the system of rules, practices, processes, please do not write a thing. It is rules, practices, processes by which business and organizations conduct themselves in an honest, you have understood by now, responsible. You are taking charge of people. You cannot just say, there is a flood and I can sit at home and enjoy my movie. That is not being responsible. Success. Respectful. Whether it is a small person or a big person, when it is a rich man or a poor man, you will have to be respectful. And you will not be bothered about success or profitability. I am going for an eviction. I must evict. No. I am doing this business of government. Government must get a profit. We are not bothered about that. We are concerned about the welfare. What good is accruing to the people, to employees, to communities. So every time you talk about ethical governance, you'll have to think what benefits are accruing to people. If people are not benefited, only the political bosses are benefited or your senior is benefited, I don't think that's a proper way. So that is not ethical. Next. The ethical governance will have certain principles. Please write it down. These principles we have been discussing time and again. The principles of ethical governance is that of, first is probity. Probity means practicing highest standard of integrity. Highest standard of integrity. Probity means practicing highest standard of integrity. That is free from corruption in one's thoughts, speech, and action. I will explain you thoughts, speech, and action. Accountability, taking responsibility for actions and their impact on society, the economy, and the environment. Taking responsibility for actions and their impacts on society and the environment. Transparency, which means openness in operations. Transparency means openness in operations and decision-making processes. Ensuring that stakeholders understand how decisions are made. We will understand this because this is a very, very important thing which you will face while you are dealing with it. If you are not a transparent person, you will face a lot of problems. Then fairness, ensuring equitable treatment of all stakeholders, including employees, customers, and communities. Equitable treatment of all stakeholders. And sustainability, that means making decisions that not only benefit the present but also consider future generations. Let us try to understand what it means. Probity means practicing highest standard of integrity. That means free from corruption in one's thoughts. You may not be cheating, but all the time there is a thought in your mind, let sir goes. So when he goes, I'll do some cheating. But the sir is also a very corrupt man. So he sits in the class like an owl. You are not able to cheat, you come and curse him. This man is so strict. He did not allow a single cheating. What would have happened? I got very less marks because the examination is very strict. You see, you are not giving him the credit of being ethical. He has been an invigilator, he is spending his entire time inside the class because he is conducting his invigilation properly. You are cursing him because he has conducted in an ethical manner and your mind was unethical. That is a corruption in thought. Corruption in speech. You see, sometime when a group of boys sit and they talk about the girls, how do they talk? Do they talk in a very respectable manner? Or they talk in a very loose tongue? Now, if you are of the habit of talking in a loose tongue, even when you occupy responsible jobs, that habit will continue. And in these days of mobile, you never know who is recording your voice in whatever form. You see, if you are of the habit of talking loose, then that loose talk becomes very detrimental. Even when somebody is a colleague, somebody is a friend, somebody is whatsoever, is a member of the family, or even if it is your wife or your sisters or somebody, when as males we talk about the females, vice versa also, we have to talk in a respectable manner. But if we are of the habit of talking loose, then it is considered as inappropriate. So probity would require speech. Probity in action means giving and taking money. Give me money and I will sign it. If somebody is telling like that, he is compromising he is adopting corrupt means. That is what is probity. Accountability I have understood in many ways in the previous class also. Taking responsibility, being answerable to whatever you are doing. You should always think that whatever we derive as a government servant, It is out of the money given by the people. They are taxpayers' money and we are answerable to them. Accountability. Transparency is very, very important concept. Whatever decisions you are taking, please explain it to others. Be open. Right to Information Act came because the government officers, taking advantage of a British rule called Official Secrets Act, would not reveal anything to the public. That's why we got RTI, in which the public would demand anything. But if you believe in transparency, whosoever comes to you, you explain, look, this contract has been awarded to this person and this is because of this reason. You have got nothing to hide. If you have acted in an honest manner, following due procedures, you have got nothing to hide. Nobody can blackmail you. But there are many people who adopt that. If you have adopted an unfair means, you cannot be transparent. What is unfair? That means giving advantage to somebody at the cost of someone else, which is not an equitable treatment. Equitable treatment means everybody must get, everybody who is deserving must get whatever he should get. But somebody who is close to a political leader gets a house and another political party person who is more deserving doesn't get a house. This is unfair. So you will have to take care of it. And sustainability means taking decisions not only present but also future generations. Sustainable. Basically, it is connected with the environment, because it is said that when we take any action that is damaging the environment at a particular or altering the environment, this alteration should be done in such a manner so that future generations are not affected. That means if I am cutting all the trees to make a highway, then the climate will be so warm that in future there will be no rain in a particular area, that area would be barren. So I am least concerned about the adverse effects for the future generations, because I am concerned with the convenience of the present generation. That's why sustainability means taking decisions to look after the present and for the future also.